All right, next up we have Steve Brady, who's going to be talking about the future of education. We have a choice. And Steve would like to ignite a conversation about a new direction for education. So if you have passion about education, definitely come and talk to him.
When we have children, we ignite a flame. There's this natural passion for learning. And we have a choice. Do we try to control it, or do we feed it and let it burn brightly and feel the warmth of its flame? I'd like to start off with a little experiment to explore this passion. Strike a match and place it under a glass. What happens? The flame ceases to be free. In fact, cease means to cause to come to an end, especially gradually. The flame we ignited now struggles to survive. But if we raise the glass up and place it down again, oxygen rushes in and the flame comes back to life, but soon begins to struggle again. We've learned to control the flame, but we've extinguished its passion. So now let's expand our experiment a bit, and instead of one match under the glass, we have a whole group of matches. Take a moment and imagine what happens. I'm sorry, that's the wrong image. Or is it? The once uniquely independent, free-burning flames are now competing for a limited supply of oxygen, which is being depleted at an exponentially higher rate than it was before. And the uniqueness of each spark and the brightness of each flame is now struggling to survive in an increasingly dense and confusing cloud of smoke, with the same end result as we had in the first experiment. And yes, these matches are our children, and the glass is their classroom. And this experiment represents our current model of education. And it's not a model of inspired learning, it's a model of control. Like first, second, third, fourth grade, as if how old you are should dictate that you should learn the same material at the same rate as every other child that age. But we're not all from the same book of matches, and we don't all burn at the same rate with the same color, temperature, or intensity. And to make sure we have subjects that are fully integrated in the natural world are typically presented as discrete subjects to a single learning modality and to a nearly single dimension of the whole child. We inspire and motivate with a reward and punishment system, and we measure their success, how brightly they burn, with the very oxygen that we control and manipulate their flames with, and with something that doesn't really measure what they truly know and understand. We each have our own unique gift, and it's a beautiful thing that should be celebrated, not normalized. And to make sure our daily control is not in vain, we create a structure that can be emulated in our home environment. But we don't need to be sent home with little glasses above our heads to control our freedom to discover our passion while we're at home. Some people say, well, I went through the system and I did fine, so my kids will do fine as well. But why is it that our comfort level with the status quo only applies to our industrial age education system? When we go out looking for a new family wagon or go in for a surgical procedure, we don't say, well, this is what worked 80 years ago and it seemed to work out fine for them, so yeah, that'll be fine for me as well. We need to evolve past this current antiquated mindset and recognize that we've entered into a new era, and our version of economic success built on a model of mindless consumption cannot be sustained. We need creativity in the arts. We need science, math, and technology innovation, but we need to create a new model for learning. One built on an immersion in sustainability education, where we nurture a truly passionate connection to the natural world around us. For we will not fight to save that which we do not love. And where we understand that it's not what we learn, it's how we learn and how we work together. And where we have a deep understanding of who we are and how we live in the present moment. And where our new measure of success will be directly tied to how well we understand that we are all connected. We don't know the future of the world before us, But we have a choice. Do we send our kids down the paths before them as dimly lit candles, or with the light, warmth, and enthusiasm of a brilliantly lit bonfire? So if you're looking for a learning environment that nurtures critical thinking, creative problem solving, and the ability to develop that passion and curiosity for the world around them, let's start a conversation and reignite their passion for learning.